Hello, guys. This is the new podcast from Inside EIS. Today, me, Zhenya, Luca, and Mr.Pedro, the new teacher in our school, are gonna talk about different things and introduce you to the new season of football that we're starting right now. Yeah.
We're gonna be posting a podcast once every 2 weeks. Once a month, it's gonna be about our football season. Later on in the year, it's gonna be about our volleyball season. And yeah, we'll just get a few teachers, maybe a few graduates, a few grade 12s, just to talk about the school and our experience there.
Yeah, and to be more precise, so this our podcast is gonna about the school in general is gonna come out every 2 weeks, and then the sportive podcast is gonna come out once every month. Yeah.
So yeah, Mr. Pedro, how are you feeling in the school? Like, as in, new school, new country.
Man, it's kind of fun. Like, first of all, I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to be in the podcast number 1. And I think Latvia is a very nice place. It's a very interesting place. And so far, the beginning of the school year has been, I think, happening above my expectations. Yeah, I think we have a great community, but I don't want to be cliche, only talk about we have a great community.
Well, yeah,
but
of course.
The school is really nice. The Latvian food is kind of fun. I'm getting it, and the country is interesting. Like, during the weekends, I've been walking around. So yes, guys, you have a beautiful place around. And about football, of course, I'm very excited about football, and let's see if we can bring, I don't know, something great to the school.
Hopefully we can.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I hope so.
We'll see.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Like, training hasn't been bad. I think we've had worse trainings.
Especially last year. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is not gonna happen this year. Yeah? Okay. My thing with football and school, pretty much started 7 years ago. I always loved football before that. I am Brazilian, so usually, but the thing is, since I was very young, I always looked after football not just as an entertainment, but I always really liked the way that the sport is organized.
Yeah.
So I always liked, since the beginning. I remember that we have a very famous Brazilian magazine.
Okay.
It's do you know, in Spain you have Marca, and in Italy you have the Gazeta dello Sport?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
So in Brazil we have one that was super famous on the past. Now it's a little bit less. Placar.
Okay.
Yeah. Placar, they used to make an encyclopedia, or yearly encyclopedia. And I was a kid, 7, 8 years old, man, and I loved to just read about. And they had different stuff. So this is my thing about football. If you talk about, for example, Azerbaijani football, I maybe know something about, or I don't know.
Just because it's football. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Football.
Some random facts, yeah.
So, and my story with football in the school started in my old school, PASB. By the way, I hope some PASB students are watching this podcast.
Hopefully, we'll see.
7 years ago, my duty time. Yeah, I was not a teacher. I was a classroom assistant, and my duty time was in the recess time, and I could see, those guys playing this big field that we had there.
Okay.
Kind of lost about how to organize themselves, and I just got the little ones on the time, and I organized a game.
Mm-hmm.
And these grew up in a way that we had tournaments, continued tournaments,
like in school,
for 7 years, every day. Of course, we started just for fun, but it became something bigger. So
it's just the culture, I think.
Yeah, it was a funny thing, very silly recess stuff. Then it grew in a way that ended with me. Of course, my old leader on the academics team, Luana Leal. By the way, I'm very grateful for her. And we had a great head coach on the time called Matheus Jones. He played in professional. He worked in professional teams in Brazil, and they gave me the opportunity for the first time to participate on the practices with the high school team. And
ever since then, now you're here.
Yeah, ever since then, we went to the finals twice with the high school. We lost twice in the middle school. We had more success. We were champions at some points, and we played many tournaments. So yeah, like we did. It was like, it is a long and beautiful story. 7 years of many things. So yeah, that's how is my background about school football, pretty much.
I mean, the culture of football. I feel like I really get that. Being from Malta, I mean, even in recess time, I used to just play. We used to play our whole class. I was in an only boys school, so literally like our whole class. It was like 35
Italy?
people from Malta.
Malta, the island.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
So it's like, it was like, I don't know. We used to play 15 aside, for example.
Yeah, that's it.
We were like 10-year-olds playing 15 aside, just
Storia culture.
running around, just sliding into each other's legs and just having fun, just like, and the culture of football from like such a young age. I mean, I remember watching football with my dad and my granddad. Like I was like 3, 4.
Yeah. I also had the kind of like. I mean, in Russia, it was not that popular, of course, but. Mostly because of like the weather and other things, but still, like me and my classmates or just some other kids from school, we used to get around it to play at the school field after school pretty frequently. We even like wanted to make a team and play against other schools, but I mean, never worked. But still, we had this idea. So yeah, I kind of have this.
So we are lucky that here we can put this like desire on the. That it's of course on the beginning it was only on the paper. We can make it work for real. So that's another thing. One thing that I really liked about the football team already, the things that we have, is that I see that there is a very nice interest of our administrative team to raise up the flag of sports in our school to make more engaging, and not only for students that are like local, but for students that want to have this boarding experience. So I think like we're starting by a great way, and with great infrastructure. Of course we have things to develop, but on the end I think everybody's gonna be happy.
I mean, it's a whole new thing. Like I feel like last year we were already much better than the year before that, and I feel like we're just growing on that, and we're just trying to build the culture even more.
I mean, we had some losses this year because a few people graduated and one guy left, but still like.
But I'm gonna say to you something that's funny. My first time as a coach, my seniors said the same thing. Oh, the team last year was so much. And we went to the final for the first time in the history, 35 years. We have a tournament called ISSL, International School Sports League. We never went to the final before. We went to the final. So that's the thing,
I'm waiting for you to get us some wins. Well, for the whole team to get some wins. But you're the leader behind everything, so waiting for you to get us some wins would be quite nice.
To try to do things to achieve them, of course, but still.
Yeah, obviously.
You're the person that organizes everything.
Let's see how it's gonna be. I hope everything.
I really hope everything goes well. I mean, new kit. What do you think?
New kit.
The new kit. What do you think?
I am excited. Of course, to see how you guys are gonna do. Like, so pretty much like explaining for the ones that don't know. Like, we had kits last year. Those ones. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but. Those ones, and no one was kind of really happy with those kits. So our captain Luca and the students are developing a new kit. It's kind of a mystery, but I hope
I have a photo right here. I think we can we'll edit the photo on it.
Yeah, we'll insert it.
Those kits are gonna be.
These are the official kits. It just got sent to me today by our principal, Mr. Arthurs.
That's awesome. And my question is, are those kits are gonna be available for sale?
I'm pretty sure they will.
Yeah.
So guys, and man, looks nice.
Much better than last year.
It's much
better.
better.
Come on, like
I'm very happy with
them. It's very nice. So
yeah,
wait for the release date. We're gonna probably post on Instagram more stuff about it. But yeah,
of course,
it's a nice kit.
And also, what I think is really cool about those kits is that me and Luca, we kind of came up with this idea and we made them ourselves. I mean, you gave us the idea to make a better kit, but still,
come on, guys.
No, but that's the thing. We would have never planned to just designing a kit. So the fact that now we can play in something that we designed as a team, and we even spoke to like other teammates.
Are we gonna give like a kind of like drama or just or
Okay, we had some technical difficulties, but we're back. We're back. So yeah, the kits are nice. You'll see them in the edit. 21st, we have the first tournament. It's like 2 weeks away.
Yeah. How are your expectations, man? About I know that I'm the one to answer questions here, but
Well,
I
no,
wanna
it's a
make it
discussion. Like, I don't know. Like, all in all, I just really want to have it better than last year. Like, I want to have better results. I want our whole team to actually feel that feeling of like, I feel like last year we deserved some wins, so I just really want everyone to enjoy that feeling of like winning and just getting a better result than last year.
I'm gonna say to you like, and I used to say this to my old students, like the thing that makes my heart broken, it's this thing that you see that your team is capable to win and we lose, because of course that's the beautiful thing about the sport. Yeah, even if you are the most capable, even if you
you never know what's gonna happen.
You may lose.
That's
you know,
the thing.
the guy, the other team may be in a better day than you, and they may be like probably better prepared, like psychologically talking about, and they can win. Like sports is like a battle in many different ways: physical,
Mental,
organization,
it's
mental.
everything.
So
It's all the planning from before
Yeah.
and whatever happens on the pitch.
you talked about something that I really believe that is the huge difference about any sport. Like that's this, and that's the thing that a teacher, in my opinion, can help students usually. Like, unfortunately, when we are in that age of transition between teenager and adult life, after that moment, we are not gonna have many opportunities like that. You know,
Yeah.
we're gonna be together with our friends and doing whatever or doing the things that we like to do. So this is a very special moment, and of course, when people start to realize that, here there comes like a natural pressure. Oh my God, this is gonna be my last game with my friends. This is gonna be.
Yeah.
And
Well, last year we kind of felt that with the people graduating. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
it's like it's a different feeling.
Yeah,
Even if
a
it's not the
different
last
feeling.
game with your friends, it's the last game for the school in that situation
Yes.
with that like high
Yeah.
pressure in a way, and it's like, you know.
I especially can say that it's not about football, but I can especially say that for one person that was he was in the football team too, but it happened in basketball. Like I remember it was one of the last games of ours, and he was graduating that year, and I remember him being like more nervous than he ever was on the field, and
Yeah.
he usually sits pretty confident, and it's very understandable that people from the senior year can be like that, and I feel like some people from our football team may be like that, but still I feel like we should try to make this season better than the last one. We should work on the things we have developed last year, like this chemistry and this things we're good at. And I think this year, if we manage everything correctly, if we try to stay calm and we try to stay motivated and like charged to win,
And
we
organized,
can
I
do
think
it.
organized is a vital point on the process, because, for example, we have 2 weeks. We've been practicing pretty much for 1 week and a half. There's no like a huge technical like improvement that we can see on those 3 weeks, because unfortunately we don't have the opportunity. But this is every school around the world. We don't have the opportunity to practice every single day. But one thing that we can do is make like little adjustments that can raise like I think raise skills for some people. Like some people are gonna develop like are gonna feel more comfortable to develop to show present their skills, and organization, because when you are nervous and when you feel like psychologically a little kind of lost in the game, you look around, it needs an organized system, organized formation, organized environment. This is easier, you know, it's easier to come back and okay, no, let's do the right thing. So
I feel like that was a problem last year as well. The fact that we had to change coach mid training year, like mid training season, it was a big problem for us.
It was a big problem.
It kind of shifted our way of thinking.
Yeah, some people also didn't put the effort in it. I feel like some people they were a part of the team and they were playing well on the team, but still they didn't show up to trainings, and that didn't allow us to kind of build the team around them in a way, and this also cost pretty much a lot.
Yes,
of
it costs chemistry.
Yeah, and it just made it harder to understand who's gonna play, who's not gonna play, and even if he is good technically, he doesn't understand what we're gonna play, how we're gonna play.
It makes the whole
the formation.
difference.
It makes a whole difference on a football pitch.
It makes the whole difference. Yeah.
You mentioned the teaching. Why math? Like it's you're from Brazil. You played football. You still love football. You've always loved football.
Yeah.
Why math?
It's
From
very
all
it's very
things.
funny. Like my story with sports in general. Right? I want to like go back and start from the scratch. So, my dad saw that since I was very young, I was very like crazy for sports and very curious about it. So when I was like about 7 years old, basketball is not a huge thing in Brazil. It's not like Latvia.
Well, yeah,
you see a lot of basketball courts. In Brazil, it's pretty much. I'm not gonna lie. It's 90% football.
Well,
and
yeah,
the other
it's the
10%
biggest
you're gonna break into the other sports. And all those 10% probably you're gonna see like 3 for volleyball.
Yeah,
or
volleyball.
4, because
I mean,
volleyball-
Brazilians are very good at volleyball.
yeah, we are changing we are in the transition between generations, so we are struggling a little bit.
Okay.
So you can see Brazilians like this kind of thing. They are kind of losing the patience a little bit. On the Olympic Games, for the example, you could see that they did not perform very well. The women team performed better than the men team, but because we had a great generation on the past, and this is typical in every single sport. You
I
have
think
a
we're
great
seeing
generation.
we're seeing it in football as well now, especially with Brazil.
Look, it happens with everything. Dream Team basketball. Yes, 1992 Michael Jordan's team and those guys. 1996 team, not good anymore.
Exactly.
Brazilian football. We had Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, Roberto Carlos, Kaká, even Adriano, and you see all of those guys, and after everybody look back and okay, Neymar is a guy full of he's a player, good player.
Good skill.
Probably with Ronaldo he would be an awesome player, but who on Brazil team has the same level as him?
No.
There's no one.
Yeah. Especially nowadays.
And you see that between the generations, we always have this lack of, I don't know. Sometimes it's a confidence thing. Sometimes it's talent. It happens.
No, of course, yeah.
So, my dad. So my dad gave me a basketball. Just coming back to the story, and in my mind, I was like, I think my dad wants me to play basketball, and I did everything that I could to understand the game, to learn the game. And that was important because it just opened my mind to other sports. There, not only football, and I learned English because of that.
Because of basketball.
Yeah, because of basketball. It was really fun. Like I did not have like cable TV on the time, but I had internet. And on the internet on the time we did not have YouTube like nowadays. It was very different. So what I did, I learned everything, and of course NBA. Yes. So they have web radios, man, streaming by audio.
By sound?
Yeah, by
Okay.
sound.
So
and I
you
heard it was Los Angeles Lakers with Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe, John Artest, and all those guys. And on the other side, you had the Boston Celtics with Paul Pierce, Rajon Rondo, and those guys. And my favorite, and it's crazy, Kobe is my favorite. I am a Boston Celtics guy, so it's kind of crazy.
How?
I know.
How do you?
Because it's Kobe, man.
I mean, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Everybody likes Kobe.
But I always say, if I need to ask God, like, what I'm gonna have, like, if I need to select any player to have like the skills, it would be the Philadelphia 76ers. Who?
Wait.
Guess who? Philadelphia 76ers.
Wait, who played Sixers?
Headbands.
Olajuwon?
No, go older.
Older.
No, Olajuwon never played for it.
No idea.
Abdul-Jabbar?
No.
No, Abdul-Jabbar also never played.
Kyrie Irving, by the way, he really likes this guy.
I don't know NBA enough for this.
I can't remember.
I'm gonna hold that one. You're gonna research about it. Come on, guys.
I don't know NBA enough.
Literally, I forgot. I watched the NBA. I can't remember this right now.
Never been the
Curry?
biggest.
No, it's not Kyrie Irving.
No, wait.
Let's
no.
hold on.
I asked. No, I didn't
Basketball
say Curry.
guys, you have until next week to give me the right answer. If you don't know this, I'm gonna be kind of surprised.
I didn't say Kyrie.
No,
I
okay.
asked Curry likes him.
Curry likes him.
Yeah.
He's the creator of the crossovers, I say.
Oh.
Okay. Well, let's keep
No
going.
idea.
This is gonna be already a trivia for the one. Okay, so then, I got like very on the sports, and
Okay.
I remember until 10 years old I played football really well.
So did you do football on the side?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I did many sports at the same time.
Okay.
And I was born in a state called Bahia. Yes, it's the first state of Brazil. But most part of my family is from Minas Gerais, and I went to live in Minas Gerais in 2011. And when I went to Minas Gerais in 2011, I started to grow up a little bit on football, and I did a test on a big club in Brazil called Atlético Mineiro, and I did kind of well. And unfortunately, I injured my knee, ACL, so it was the beginning of the end.
Were you already in the club when you injured your knee?
Yes, I was doing the process, man. Like, do you know? It was a match in a natural grass, but kind of tall natural grass. I was running and I changed the direction. The ACL just turned off. It was the beginning of the end. Of course, after that, because I was like, oh my god, man, I need to try. I cannot stop to play sports. I tried many other sports and I went to play American football.
With a torn ACL.
Yeah, and I just destroyed my ACL. It was unbelievable bad. So since that, like I think it was the end of my athletic career, and it was a period that I was very like, because of that it changed me a little bit, because I was really sad. Come on, you played sports your whole life, and then you stop to play
such
sports.
a culture there.
And do you know what I used to do every Saturday, every Friday night? Go play football. Do you know, like, go to the field or go to the court?
I mean, I completely. I used to do the exact same thing.
And you feel that you cannot play anymore, and because of the right leg, I injured the left leg.
Yeah, because you put more pressure on the left.
And based on you saw on the practice, you see I don't have left leg at all. It's impossible. So yes, but there's a good thing after that. Like, I am a mechanical technician and mechanical engineer, and I was working in the factory, and it was in the same period. 22 years old, 23 years old. I was kind of very tired about the environment, and I went out of the industry. And I was looking for a new career in the period, and it's very funny. My mother-in-law was washing dishes. She was like, Pedro is good with the kids, and he is good to teach. Why he doesn't, I don't know, send this curriculum to the Pan American school? Because the sister of my wife used to work there 7 years from now. Do you know? Math was a natural path, because I love all of the things, but based on my curriculum, math is the closest one.
Well, I mean, with mechanical.
And a good thing about being a math teacher is I can teach math. And at the same time, be a sports like football, in the case that is the one that I feel most comfortable coach. So at least here in Brazil is crazy, to become like a head coach and a math teacher at the same time. Can you imagine? But here, it would be hard.
Well,
here, in my opinion, it's so much easier.
Well, I mean, I feel like there's less pressure on you. There's less pressure on you about the football as well than in Brazil, no?
Yes.
I think there's less expectations.
But for you too, like, for our high school boys, and if they are listening, they are gonna just feel really kind of emotional. High school, the Pan American school team, football. It's a dream to win the ISSL. We had like amazing players in our school. We had players that they are professional right now. We have one old student that he went to the Brazilian national team under 15. He went to Palmeiras. Palmeiras is a huge team.
Yeah, massive.
This kid
Hendrick played there, no?
Yes, he's the team. This team is, like, in my opinion, today is the best like youth academy of Brazil right now.
Academy.
And he was in that academy, but Manchester City bought the club of my city, that by the way is the club that is my rival, Bahia. I don't like to talk about them. I am Vitória fan. But Manchester City bought Bahia, and he signed up with Bahia. He's on the under 20 team right now, but he's one of our old students.
And Man City bought them.
He's on the city. He's on the city group. He's from Bahia, okay.
So he's basically a city academy.
But he's on the city group, So we never know, yes.
I mean,
we never know.
Your student might just play for City one day. I mean, Savinho just joined from Girona.
Yes,
to City.
Yes.
It's basically the same thing.
That's very funny. I'm not saying names because of we didn't ask permission to say the names of the students, but we have also a student, and she's a girl. By the way, she's like a huge talent. She's like a masterpiece of it's beautiful to see her watching football. She's only 14 years old, I think, right now. 13 years old. She's in our school, my old school right now. And she went to. I think I showed you guys. Like she's on the national team. She was.
You told us, yeah.
She was invited to play on Brazil national team. It's crazy. So
Under
football-
16s or something?
Under 16s,
Under 15?
under 15s, I think. Yes,
Okay,
under 15s.
so-
So this is good. Why? Be here. I don't feel that pressure.
Yeah.
Everything that we do is gonna be in the history already.
Yes.
So do you know we are starting a program. Of course, people are helping us. We have some expectations, but the expectations are different. We are gonna do something new. So I think this is awesome. In my opinion, this is the beginning of a good.
I mean, we're the newest international
Yeah,
school
we're the newest
now.
international school.
In-
we're
in
under
Latvia.
10 years, yeah.
And look where we are.
We're already competing
Yeah.
with the bigger schools.
Also-
They've been here for like 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
They're just celebrating.
And also, we are pretty much one of the schools. We don't have any pros, and we're still trying to build this culture. There's a lot of kids with different,
Backgrounds, yeah.
Yeah, backgrounds. So I think what we're doing is pretty massive.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like even if it's not about football, I noticed that we have athletes. Even if
Yeah.
I'm not saying about their level, but for example, I saw that we have horse riding athletes,
Swimming.
slalom ski athletes,
Yes,
ice
swimming.
hockey, swimming,
Swimming, tennis.
and tennis.
I'm
So
an ex-
MMA.
MMA.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
fight?
Hmm?
Do you fight?
Me?
Uh
Ask Stepan.
huh.
I did MMA for like 2-3 weeks.
Okay, if it's a sports,
I did like the
for
coach.
sports is alright.
No, I don't fight.
It's alright. It's alright. It's a teasing moment, joking moment.
I don't fight physically. I talk too much sometimes during a game, during sports.
It's part of the game.
That's what I
Yeah,
think as
It's
well.
part of the game.
Which is kind of funny. Like we were talking about this with Luca about rage during the game, and me and Luca are very different in this aspect
Yeah,
because
we're complete
Luca
opposites.
we're complete opposites. Luca, when he gets angry, he starts yelling. He starts being actually like expressing his anger, and me, I'm the complete opposite. Like if I'm very frustrated, if I'm disappointed, I'm just gonna stop talking.
I always say like that's the thing, like in Brazilian culture, and if you see like Argentina culture, that I'm taking those ones because they are the closest ones and we are rivals. You see that Argentina football, it's producing a lot of strikers and
Yeah.
midfielders
Yeah,
from
yeah.
like from the middle to the front of
Yeah.
the field. Yeah, you see the Brazil football. Nowadays, we produce a lot. We give a lot of players for Europe every year that plays on the defense,
Yeah, center
as a
backs.
center backs, as a CDMs,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, like left and right backs are
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean-
dying on football.
But I mean,
we
yeah, but
still producing.
in general, I mean, if you think about the best left backs, best right backs.
Come on, what's
in
the first
history.
left back that comes to your mind?
Roberto Carlos,
And
Marcelo,
right back,
Cafu,
and the one that is arrested,
Dani Alves.
Daniel Alves. So for example, you see that we
No,
have-
yeah, I completely agree. I mean,
Yeah,
best
yeah.
best fullbacks have been Brazilian. Carlos Alberto.
Carlos Alberto Torres, yeah, the 1917. I'm
Yeah.
very happy he knows it. That's nice. And
I mean, even center backs, you have.
but
to-
Argentinas, you see, they have Messi, they have Lautaro Martinez, and they had Higuain, and they had Mascherano was on defense. Sorry, but they have
Yeah.
Riquelme.
Well, I mean,
Tevez,
yeah,
and-
the amount of
and
attackers they
so
had.
many
Aguero.
Aguero.
Aguero,
I don't
yeah.
like to talk about him because I like Manchester
Maria.
United, but Di
Ah, of
Maria
course, yeah.
and
So you-
Dybala, even Paul
Yeah.
Dybala, Paulo Dybala, that
So
is like
you
a-
still follow United?
yeah, every weekend.
You watch. You
You
still
know
watch-
Mr. Mitch and Mr.
Mitchell,
Marcel.
Yeah.
Mr. Mitch is an English teacher and Mr.
Yeah.
Marcel, yes. Every weekend, if you go to Riga Center, we are watching football. I'm not going to say anything else because I don't think it's a podcast. We cannot say, but we are watching football. Yeah.
But
so
I mean, watching football. in a
Manchester
bar,
United
I mean-
games. Manchester United game.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't want to talk about Liverpool. All right.
I mean, there's nothing much to talk about, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ten Hag is. Yeah, let's.
Ten Hag isn't the best.
Ten Hag
No,
is.
we forgot to ask.
Do you know how frustrating it is? Like, look at me. I am a guy that became a Manchester United fan because of Ruud van Nistelrooy. Who was the
Okay.
coach? Sir Alex
Sir
Ferguson.
Alex Ferguson.
Then after Sir Alex Ferguson, see, this is very much about
Yeah.
what I thought about talent.
Mhm.
David Moyes, Van Gaal,
Van Gaal.
and then José Mourinho. That
Yeah.
a lot of people were excited. I don't like it because I think he's pretty much like Simeone. He's a defensive-minded.
Yeah, he's very
I
defensive.
don't appreciate
What
that
I don't
much.
what I don't agree with in United history in general with Jose Mourinho, why do you get rid of him before a final?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Manchester United was a mess. That's the thing.
Tottenham did the same
it doesn't
thing.
make any sense.
Solskjaer was
And then Solskjaer, that is a legend on the club, and
He
everybody was looking after him like, oh, he's gonna solve our problems. That's not true. A coach never solves the problem if the problem is on
The
the
problem
structure.
is
Yeah.
It's bigger.
Definitely.
And they bring Eric Ten Hag, the guy that was doing something on Ajax. And of course he was doing something on Ajax because he knew the structure.
Yeah,
he knew
of
the
course.
culture.
And
Yeah.
there is a good structure in Ajax, and the academy in Ajax is good.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
good.
they're
But,
very
but
good.
when he left, what happened? No, Ten Hag is a guy that brings all of the information
Yeah.
to himself.
Yep.
He's likes to centralize information on him. He left Ajax. What's going on with Ajax? But he cannot do the same in United because I'm sorry, Ajax fans. Ajax is a big club. And Manchester United is a colossal club.
Well,
It's
I mean, Man
unbelievable.
United is one of the biggest clubs, if not the
Yeah,
biggest.
even
top five.
people a lot of times in Brazil they say about titles, but that's the perspective that Europeans have. Like every person that do you know, Uganda, Thailand, Vietnam, Australia, South Africa, Egypt, they are Manchester United fans. Like there is Manchester United fans
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah,
India,
yeah.
like we have a lot of Indians in Riga. And by the way, I was it's very funny because people sometimes thinks that I am from India, and when I start to speak, they are like, "You don't have the accent." What's going on?"
Well, I mean, if they're expecting Indian, it's quite a weird mix, no?
Yeah.
You expect Indian to get that like Hispanic Brazilian accent, it's quite different.
Yeah, so
quite a different.
it was kind of funny, like very. I don't feel like it's not a racism stuff. It's just because I know that I look like, so people are looking like. Your English is different.
I
But
mean, yeah, it's completely different accent. So I mean,
Yeah,
if,
very
if you're
different,
really
very
expecting
different.
an Indian
And
accent,
by the
it's-
way, spicy food, Indian guys. I don't know. There's anyone there's like more spicy than Indian
Than
food?
Indian
There's
food?
anything that is spicy?
I mean, you can probably find some different Asian culture.
Chinese?
No, maybe
I
some
don't know,
East
probably
Asia.
Southeast
All
Asians,
East
yeah.
Asia is quite
Oh my
spicy.
god, man!
But
Some
Indian food is really spicy.
Yeah,
It's really nice
yeah,
though.
yeah,
Really nice.
And even kebabs that I know that is not an Indian thing, but is a thing that we have a lot in
Yeah.
Latvia. And by the way, if I can say about something that I can find in Latvia everywhere, I'm very happy about coffee. It's crazy. Brazil is the land of coffee, and here we have coffee everywhere. Many kinds of coffee.
Not that good though. It's getting better. It's getting much
It's getting better
now.
because I can see a lot of Brazilian coffees here.
I can
That's
A
talk.
true.
lot of them. A lot of them.
You don't like coffee.
Yeah, I can't talk about coffee. I'm a tea guy.
I hope I become a tea guy someday, but coffee is all
No,
about.
coffee.
No, I mean, you're from Brazil. It makes
And
sense that you
yeah,
like
no,
coffee
but
more.
like, my dad was a barista. He taught me how to make coffee. I make it. I don't know.
So you
If I make a
understand.
nice coffee, it's a nice coffee, and I can't go have a coffee in a random place
Because,
anymore.
but you know, I think you love Italian coffee, yes? It's strong, man.
Yeah.
Italian coffee is
Yeah.
strong. In Brazil, it's a little bit more smooth. I would say less.
No, but to be fair, I don't personally like. I'm not gonna drink a double espresso.
Oh, double espresso. Oh.
I'm not gonna drink that.
Double,
It's too bitter.
Mr.
for me.
Christopher says that a double espresso is like smacking your face, punch your face.
Well,
Bam!
it is. I can't disagree
He said,
with that.
Mr. Christopher said that on the first time that he came here, he was very happy. Oh, a coffee machine. So you know, Mr. Christopher. Oh, I'm gonna put a coffee machine. Beep, espresso. He said that he was like, he drank a little bit. He was like, oh my god.
No, I mean,
So very funny, man. Very funny. Very funny. Very funny. Very nice.
you asked us about our expectations. For
My expectations, guys, like some of them I'm already happy because some of the things I can see that is already above my expectations.
Mm-hmm.
So is that we have a team that is very diligent, that it has a desire to practice, to learn,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter if it's 3 times in a week or if we have 3 opportunities in a week. I know that you guys are going to be more than happy to practice. That's the thing that, in my opinion, is the first point. Because if you want to do the right thing,
Mm-hmm.
of course we're going to make mistakes. Of course we're going to learn how to, how to connect ourselves. Like,
Yeah, obviously.
what do I
Yeah.
have in my mind and in my experience? What do you have as your experience? Your points of view, my point of view. We're going to try to, mix this and try to find a common ground and see something that works for everybody. But my expectation is change the position that we are right now. We won 1 game last year. I want to.
We didn't win a single
win it.
game last year.
No,
Single
no.
game, no.
0 wins.
No, even a
It was-
friendly. But you said you won.
Ah,
yeah,
like
we
we
won
won a
one
foot, a
friendly and a
futsal
futsal.
friendly.
I want to change this this scenario. Like this
Yeah.
year, I want to score points, and let's see. We won the first
Obviously.
match, then the second match, and let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, I've been in that position sometimes. The position of a loser, the position of a winner. I know how it's both feelings, and I always say it's like, what is the best taste? Winning.
Win.
But, which one teaches you more?
The loss.
And
Obviously,
that's
the
the
loss.
thing. And that's the thing that I think you guys already learned with that. I already learned with that. My students on PASB, if you're watching my alumni, old alumni guys, they know that it's like a spike in my heart. Like the final that we lost.
No,
my
I mean-
first, man, you have no idea. Like we lost in the penalties. And it's a spike
never-
in my heart.
yeah.
You have no. It's crazy, man.
Yeah,
never gonna feel nice.
must have hurt.
But my first year was worse because the team was beautiful.
Okay.
That's a very nice story. Like this team, we had the first game against the School of Nations that is from the capital of Brazil, Brasilia.
Okay.
They were back-to-back national champions.
Oh.
First
They-
game?
No,
First
after
game?
that. After that. We
okay.
won against them. First game, 1-0. But my team, we were playing so well that I was like, there's something wrong. We had like an old principal, and when we have those tournaments, it's like, imagine like a sport complex in
Okay.
the middle of
Yeah.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay? In the middle of the nature is this place. And
Outside?
they have a field.
Outside?
Yeah, outside. They have a field. It's beautiful. I'm gonna show you
Yeah.
the pictures later. And they have a field on the top of a hill. It's beautiful. It's the craziest field that I ever seen. We had this this principal on Brazil. Like he was a deputy principal, Mr. Jacob. He was hiking early in the
Okay.
morning, and he saw the field. And he said, "Mr. Pedro, I think I found a field. I think it would be great to take the boys there." And I was afraid because I wanted to just try a different strategy, a different formation.
Yeah.
Not that much. We used to play football of 8 this time.
Okay.
8 guys.
Okay.
So we were
Played that
playing.
last year, yeah.
Yeah.
We were
that last
playing
year, yeah.
using 3-3-2 formation.
Yeah.
Right, and this 3-3-2 was a hybrid. This line of 3 on the middle used to become like a line of 4 on the
Okay.
front.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
But of course, you come and go a lot of times in the
Obviously.
field.
It's
you
just
feel
the winger run up and down.
and imagine,
Yeah.
it's not a football 7 field. It's like almost 11 football field.
Well, yeah, it's 9
But it's
instead,
not
yeah.
enough for 11 because it was not that, how can I say,
Wide.
it was not that long.
Yeah. Okay.
So
okay.
it was long enough, it was wide. The same, this 70 meters, yes?
Yeah.
Same dimensions as a official
Okay.
one, but
Just
not
as
long
long.
enough.
Okay.
So like a half a field.
Yes.
A bit more. It's a bit
bit more,
bigger.
yeah.
It was very crazy. I got my breakfast. I went to the office of this place. I got 2 vans. I put every single player in the top. We went up, man, and we changed the formation for 3-1-3-1.
Just last day?
No, after the first game,
Yeah.
4 hours before the second game, we practiced for an hour.
And you just changed
And it
formation.
worked, man. It worked. No one saw our strategy because it was on the top of the hill. Beautiful. We smashed every single team after that. 8-2, 5-1. Semi-final was 3-0. We
Oh
went
my
to the
God.
final. And I think the psychological fact was the huge problem about that day. But you know, it's like 7-1. Those things that we can never explain how it happens. We lost the final for
the
3-0.
7-1.
It was 1-0.
Okay.
And then 5 minutes to go, I was like, come on, it's only 5 minutes. I need to put
Go
everybody on the
attack.
front.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
We put everybody on the front. We suffered 2 goals
Well, I
on the
mean,
counter-attack.
Doesn't really like you knew we were
So
gonna
it was
lose
1-0
anyways. Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much.
Yeah.
And so, oh man, he's not a student anymore. So I can say his name is Santiago. I really love him, by the way. He almost scored a goal after we suffered the first goal. If he scored that goal, it would change the whole scenario because this is the team that I showed you the photo.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
So it's that team.
That team is the biggest,
Yeah.
the biggest hole that I have in my heart. I feel like,
Hopefully after these 2 years.
but
we
you're
can
gonna
get
change
there.
that, guys.
Hopefully we can get there after
You're
these
gonna
2
change
years.
that.
Hopefully we can get there too. Yeah.
We're gonna change that. I hope so.
Last few questions maybe.
Yeah.
Why super from Brazil? Why here?
Why Latvia? Everybody says to me that question. Like,
And why Super?
I was looking, of course, I was feeling there was a moment to
Because
move.
were you an international? Did you teach in an international school in
international
Brazil?
school. Yeah,
That's where
the
you
name.
knew Mr. Arthur's from, right?
Yes, the name of my old school was Pan American School of Bahia,
Okay.
and Mr. Arthur's in 2018 he went there.
Okay.
And I was his ambassador. I was the guy that received him and his family on the airport. We became friends, of course, after that. But the thing is, I've been in the international school career for 7 years, and I felt there was a moment to change. Yes, I felt there was a moment to change. And I saw Mr. Artus posted on those professional channels like a
LinkedIn?
job. And of course I applied. I was like, come on. And Mr. Artus, man, one thing that I like him is very like fair. So me and Miss Lechi, that she's my wife, my teacher of fifth grade, we passed through the whole process, and Latvia became an opportunity. And of course, like I felt excited, and my family question was, why Latvia?
Yeah.
Or where is Latvia? And by the way, Latvia in Portuguese is Letonia, yes? How
Yeah,
is it
yeah.
in French? Some
Uh,
guys know.
Letonia, yeah.
So, oh my, it's close, like Latvia, where is this place? So, and after, like some conversation with our family, everybody was like, oh, okay, probably it's gonna be nice. So, we are here.
Yeah.
We are excited, and by the way, very happy, very nice. I live close to the school.
Good luck in the winter, though.
Good luck in the winter.
Everybody's saying that. Everybody's saying that. Do you know?
What was it called? Like, did you live in like a hilly place in Brazil? Because I know in the hills,
Brazil is a hot country, yes.
but in the
Yeah.
hills it gets cold. In the mountainous places it gets really
but
cold.
But cold like morning here usually. But on the place that we used to go, the complex center is
Okay.
a cold place.
Okay.
But cold for Brazil. I think it's the autumn.
So-
Do you know here in the autumn
Yeah.
that goes to
So how cold?
3
Like,
degrees,
Ah.
4 degrees.
during the day.
Yeah, yes. On the night, during the day, 14. Something that we
Ah,
are kind
okay.
of nice here.
Yeah.
And it's, by the way, it's very crazy because 14 degrees for me is kind of okay right now. I feel comfortable.
No, 14 degrees here
Where-
feels nice. It's like when
Feels
you
nice.
fine.
Yeah, it
It's
feels
fine,
nice.
yeah.
You can
you
walk
can
with.
breathe. You can wear a hoodie, maybe a t-shirt some days if
Yeah.
it's sunny.
If
Yeah.
it's windy, a hoodie. If
Yeah,
it's
exactly,
sunny,
exactly.
a t-shirt. I think it's the best temperature to play football.
Well, yeah, maybe like 16,
To play
15.
football,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah,
because it's
between
not
15
too hot
to
and you-
be-
And
between
when it's too
15 and
hot,
17.
you just dive. And
Yeah.
like,
90 is already hot. I feel.
Nice.
Nowadays,
Yeah,
I
because
feel already
sweat,
hot.
You sweat too much. It's
It's
like no
crazy,
air.
man.
Yeah.
You are talking about that because you have no idea. My city in Brazil, the coldest temperature that I ever seen was 17, and this day was a storm. And I remember 2017. I was in the college yet, and man, it was very windy. It was only 17
Yeah.
because it was a very unusual thing. But the coldest temperature in my hometown is pretty much 22.
oh wow.
That's,
But in
that's
but,
crazy.
I mean,
so
in
it's
Malta-
between,
in
every
Malta-
day you can open right now. Like if you open your cell phone, you see Salvador probably is between 29 to 28 right now, and it is winter almost the end of
Where-
Salvador.
Salvador, okay.
Salvador
Okay,
temperature. Just
check
just
yeah.
27.
yeah.
See,
But,
so
but that's crazy. Like
pretty much like that. Like
Luca doesn't even understand it like that because I'm from Russia and then Moscow is kind of colder than here a little bit.
oh
and
really?
No,
Yeah,
sometimes
well,
yeah.
It
yeah,
depends
because-
on. It depends on the.
It might make sense because we're close to the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like there, I remember the coldest day that I ever witnessed was minus 30, and it would go negative. Like no, here it also goes negative.
Do we have
all the time,
school
but
if we
still.
have minus 30? By the way?
No,
No, minus 30. We
I think
skipped,
I
but
think
like
minus-
20 we went. Also
but minus
still.
25 I think is when students
No,
are
it
told
changes
that.
from country to country.
Yeah, I think in Latvia it's minus 25.
You ever witness minus 25 in your life?
Minus 22 I think is the coldest I've seen.
Jeez, man.
I trained here in Latvia in minus 10 temperature when I was still playing tennis. And it was COVID, and we had trainings outdoors because you couldn't
Yeah.
train inside because of COVID. So I went to train in negative 10 Celsius centigrade. It was crazy. I mean, it wasn't that bad because I was moving, but still, it was
Football
cold. It was
trainings
cold.
were quite weird in the snow.
I'm very like curious to know how it's gonna be our practices on snow. And by the way, we need to make a video like Mr. Pedro's first practice on snow by that because this is gonna be
No, but I mean like
things that I noticed that I never heard about.
Okay.
I need a shoe for
Yeah.
snow,
yeah.
Yeah.
and then when I get inside the school, I need to change my shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, because I mean, first of all, if you don't, your feet will freeze.
Oh
Yeah,
my
your
God.
feet
Yeah,
will
no,
freeze.
like-
And second of all, if you don't change them inside, you're gonna be spreading this like water that will.
Your feet will also just
yeah.
stay cold. I mean,
It
no
will
matter
stay
what,
cold.
your
Yeah,
feet
yeah.
will stay cold.
You need to change the shoes pretty much all the
What do
time
you
if
do
you're
on the
walking a
winter,
lot.
guys? What do you do on the winter?
What do you-
Like I mean about
you
free
mean
timing. Like
free
okay,
time?
Mr. Pedro, we after school or You know, no football, nothing to do. What do you do, guys? What do you?
No, I mean,
I stay inside a lot.
No, but I mean,
I stay
even on those Wednesdays when we go play, it's inside. We still get to
Yeah.
play the football, even in winter.
Yeah.
Even on the do we have a court that is covered by
Where we go?
Yeah,
Wednesdays.
where we go on Wednesday?
Yeah,
It's the Olympic Center in Riga.
Olympic Center?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, that's fully indoors. We just pay. I think we pay like €5 each. or
Are
something.
you using like big cleats or small cleats?
Yeah, small cleats.
It's
Oh,
small
okay.
cleats.
Artificial
Yeah,
grass.
because it's artificial glass.
Okay,
It's the
important,
AGs.
important. So that's nice.
But I mean, it's just I don't know. It's when it's winter. I mean, you go skiing.
By the way, guys, you that are watching the podcast, first, of course, I want to thank those two. But we have an amazing guy on the background, Grisha, and Grisha is on the background taking care of every single video. So I just want to raise a flag, Grisha. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for the
also
organization.
part of the football team. Very
Exactly.
important.
Very important part of the football team.
He's part of like our system in the middle defense and organization, like the transitional moment for the attack. So Grisha, the super.
Yeah.
Last year, without him and his dad especially, I don't
Yeah.
know what we would have done. His
Because
dad coached
his
us
dad
all
coached
the
us.
way.
Grisha, how was it?
My bad, bro.
How was it? Do you think you can captain Grisha? How was it?
It was perfect.
It was perfect.
I don't know if we can hear him.
It's alright.
Grisha,
but-
you wanna
but
come
it's
here
gonna
for
be
a
funny.
minute or two?
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
here, Grisha.
Come here.
How was it, Grisha?
Welcome, Grisha.
Grisha.
The man, the legend.
No, come here.
It
Yeah,
was,
no.
Yeah.
it was all fine.
Yeah.
Them.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
So yeah, it was all fine. I think. Yeah, we just had two practices in a week. Yeah, I think it was good.
Yeah. By the way, that's something that we need to start to think about next Wednesday.
We could
Yes,
have a bit
if
more.
We can do after here.
If we can go,
I can go to Olympic.
if we can do pitch and Olympic right after, it would be amazing.
It would be amazing. But we're gonna
Would be
talk.
We'll
about
be
this.
dead on like every Thursday. We're dead. But
Do you have a bath in your home?
yes.
That's another thing that's very interesting.
Hot bath.
In Brazil, this is not common. You know, we have only showers usually.
Okay.
And here's bath. Just throw ice there, man.
A nice bath.
Oh, what can I do?
It's a horrible feeling, but it
I know,
helps.
but
it really helps.
but
It
it's
really helps.
important for
I
your
know.
body. I don't know. It's just
It helps the muscle. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
helps your muscle, and you're gonna be ready for Friday.
In Malta, I used to do it
Malta used to do it.
sometimes.
You ever did, Grisha?
A nice
yeah,
one.
I used to do it in Russia actually.
I heard that we have a teacher, man, that she swims the whole year, and even on the cold lake.
Well, I mean, it's a very big thing here.
And yes, we have a teacher in Exupery that she swims
Yeah,
the
well,
whole
they,
year.
no, they had mentioned something. I don't
There-
remember.
I
what
don't
it
remember.
was.
She's
I
in
never
primary.
heard about it.
Even if the lake is kind of
Well, I mean, there are people that
Freeze.
they cut holes in the ice and they
yeah,
go
I'm
swim
gonna
the
do
ice.
this as an experience. I don't think it's gonna be nice.
Go for it, then go for
I
it.
mean, in the ice cold water, you gotta.
We
be
should try
really
to do
careful.
like something like I don't know. Let's see. Let's
We'll
save
think
the
of
ideas.
something.
Let's
Yeah,
save
May-
the ideas for the
think of
future.
something.
Let's save the ideas.
But I
for the
mean,
future.
I've only done it after sauna though. I haven't actually done it.
After sauna,
I go in a sauna. It's super hot.
get hot, then you go out and choop.
Once I jumped in snow, for example, just in my underwear.
What?
No, like as in I was in my underwear right
Everybody.
after sauna, and I
I
just
did
fully
it.
jumped and I rolled in
basically,
snow.
I did it all the time when I was in Russia in the winter, and one time it was already here. It was my dad's birthday. We went to the sauna, and there was a little pond, and we cut the hole in it so we could dip in it, and it was crazy. It was the coldest thing I've ever
It's
experienced.
not.
Like
We're gonna
yeah,
do this like this winter.
yeah, like you go in,
Snow.
Let's do it.
like you go in. And you you can't move. You need to go out instantly.
No,
Other
actually,
Your muscles
no.
Yeah.
Basically, the
your
way it
muscles
works.
are freezing.
Yeah.
But
You
what
feel like
what you
they
can
are
do is
kind of tight, hard.
Yeah.
hard.
yeah.
kind of,
The,
Jesus.
if you don't breathe properly, you can't do it because you can actually have heart problems or something. But you have
Yeah.
if you breathe properly, there are people that actually just go for a full swim. It's not even that you have to get out right away. It's not like you don't have to.
It's
It's
like when you jump in the cold water.
Yeah.
Inside.
By the way, guys, someone I think Mr. Alex, that by the way is the boarding.
boarding
the big
boarding
boss?
manager. Yeah.
Mr. Alex said that this summer has been kind of longer than usual.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
usually this warm
Yeah, it's
nowadays.
not
Do you know that in Brazil we had the hottest summer ever? The last summer.
In Malta, it was actually also very hot. Basically last year I was there. We ended up not using ACs some days because the electric wires were just melting. It was going up to 45, 50 degrees in the
Are
sun.
you serious? I never had
No,
experience
the
about
the
this.
wires literally just were melting. So the whole country, So some days this city doesn't have electricity. Some days this city doesn't have electricity. Then half the country doesn't have electricity. Then they fixed everything. They made everything like heat proof. We're like, okay, it's never gonna
But
happen
even
again,
though
right?
like he's crazy, man.
This year it got so hot that even the heat proof wires melted. Same problems as last year. Thank God I wasn't there, man, because that was horrible.
Because
People were just sleeping outside on the roofs, so they get some air because it was impossible to sleep. 40, like at night,
cannot
night
even
it was like
imagine.
38. At night.
I cannot even imagine how it is. I cannot
During
even
the day
imagine.
it goes up to like 42, 43 in the shade. So 50 in the sun.
I cannot.
Playing
even
foot-
imagine.
I thought in Brazil it's kind of the same.
Playing football.
It is, but not in my region. Like in the north, north,
Like
like my
closer to
city
the
is on the north.
equator.
All right, in the northeast. But if you go upper, it gets closer to the Ecuador line.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
equator
And
is.
this, like, guys, I had a game against. I had a game in a city called Mossoró. It's crazy, Mossoró. Mossoró is in a place that is, in my opinion, is in the closest place. Is the closest thing that we have as a desert. It's not a desert, but it's
Okay.
almost.
It's so hot that it's like it's
Yeah.
just
I
dry.
remember there was
What
like
was it?
in Brazil it's common 6 on the clock at night at midnight already. I remember
Okay.
that it was 6:30 and it was 32 degrees. I was like, I cannot even, can you imagine 32 degrees at night
It's
It's
32 right,
32
now.
right
It's
now.
exactly
Oh, in this
32
moment.
degrees. It's 11 a.m. right now there. It's 32
in
degrees.
Mossoró. You
Yeah.
tried Mossoró?
Yeah.
See? Oh my god.
It gets to 37, 36.
Well, I
it's
mean,
crazy.
in Malta, I think it's like in Malta. To be fair, it's like 30 degrees right now.
Oh.
To be honest,
So who is our geography
Yeah,
teacher, by the
29.
way?
this guy,
Okay.
this guy right
Zhenya.
here for our football team, he's the geography.
Okay,
Yeah,
but Zhenya, who is the geography teacher from Superi?
Probably Mr. German.
Mr. Mac. Oh,
Well, Mr.
German.
Grandmas and Mr. P,
Yeah, Mr. P.
Mr. Polizos.
Those two guys are very vital guys for a podcast. I think we should have them.
Well, I really wanted to.
Very
I
nice.
think
invite
I think both of them would actually be.
I
really
would be
interesting.
here just watching. Do you know? Just watching.
Yeah, I really
Both
wanted
of
to
them
like
would be
Mr.
very
Germans on the podcast because he's a very interesting guy. I had good discussions with him.
And
yeah.
he had funny stories, I think, about
he does.
teaching
Mi-
stuff.
Mi-
yeah.
Mr. Polizos is also a very big football fan.
Yeah, would be nice.
Who?
Mr.
Mr.
Polizos.
Tom.
Tom.
Yeah.
Yes, he's a AEK fan. How do
Yeah,
you say?
Ajax.
Ajax.
Ajax fan.
He loves football. He knows.
He
a lot
loves
about
football.
it.
Yes.
It
he-
would be
By the way,
amazing to get him
how
on.
do you call him, Mr.?
Mr. P.
Mr. P. Mr. P lived in a city that has a lot in United States that has a lot of Brazilians. He played football with Brazilians. In New Jersey, I
Yeah.
don't know if you know, like New York,
Yeah.
and you have this
Mm-hmm.
Hoboken that is between in New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Hoboken is New Jersey, but okay. And there is a place called East Rutherford, and he lived close to Newark, full of Brazilians, man, full
Yeah.
of Brazilians.
Okay.
And he had funny stories to share with us. Like
Maybe we'll manage to get him on the podcast.
Yes,
maybe he
no,
shares
but
some.
Ajax
We'll
fan.
see. Yeah.
And it's crazy because Ajax, by the way, is a rival of Olympiacos.
Yeah.
And guess who's gonna be on Riga this year?
Olympiacos.
Olympiacos. Yeah. By the
No,
way,
they're not coming to Riga.
they're coming to Riga.
No. You confuse it. Ajax is the enemy of PAOK. PAOK is the
PAOK
and
is
PAOK is
coming
coming to Riga. Ajax and PAOK.
Okay, let's go back. So we have Olympiacos.
Olympiacos.
and Panathinaikos.
And Panathinaikos, but don't you think that Ajax is rival too? Because I think PAOK biggest rival is Aris,
No.
Thessaloniki.
PAOK is Ajax biggest rival. No.
I think Aris too for Thessaloniki.
Let's
Well,
see
he
PAOK
are-
rivals.
Aris, Olympiacos, and
and
Ajax.
Ajax.
Yeah.
Ajax.
See,
So,
so yeah,
it's still- it's
everybody's
still
a
a
rival
rival,
in this
yeah.
kind of.
PAOK
they-
PAOK
a
is my
smaller
favorite
country.
Greek club because they're friends
Don't
of.
say it, Mr.
Are they?
I told them. I told
they're,
them already.
PAOK are coming to Latvia
Let's
to
not
play.
visit there much.
Well,
Of course, man.
I think
Of course.
we can go watch
And
Galatasaray.
Ajax is coming to Riga.
I'm gonna
Ajax is
watch every
coming.
match. I'm pretty
Speaking of Ten Hag, yeah, Ajax is coming to Riga.
Ajax.
Yes, I'm gonna be. You are so to open the gate of Ten Hag. Please take him back to Ajax. I think they want to have.
They
Ten
should
Hag
take
back.
Anthony back, no, as well.
Huh?
They should take Anthony back as well.
Yeah.
No?
Anthony, yes. I think right now, yes. And
Right
Casemiro
now?
too.
Right
Casemiro,
now?
I don't want to be mean with Casemiro. Casemiro
No, Casemiro. Okay.
is this kind of player that he has done so much for football.
Yeah, that's the.
That is so unfair to talk anything bad.
He's just older, but Anthony should be in his prime right now.
Anthony,
There's no
Anthony, I
excuse
don't know
for
what's,
that.
I don't know what's going on.
Anthony's a fidget spinner.
But you know,
He's a fidget
but I
spinner,
want
that's all I can
to
say.
put a mark on Anthony because Manchester United has been a club since Alex Ferguson left.
Mm-hmm.
Guys like him have no like good luck. Look, Memphis Depay,
True.
Angel Di Maria, Martial,
Rashford.
Falcão Garcia.
Rashford would have.
Falcão Garcia.
Falcao.
Rashford would have had such a better
Ibrahimovic.
Ibra was old, but you're right. Ibra.
He was old.
He
went
got
to
injured
United,
badly in United, no?
went to LA Galaxy, went back to AC Milan and won the league with AC Milan.
Yes.
What?
And by the way, are you an AC Milan fan? For sure.
Like all my life.
It's very nice
Since
because
the
AC Milan is a team that Brazilians have. I told you this is my
Well, I
favorite.
mean-
If it's my favorite Italian team, and
So many
Brazilians has like
Brazilians
a
have played.
huge caring for AC Milan because of
So
this.
many Brazilians have played.
So
for
many
them.
Brazilians.
So
And by the
many.
way, Brasilia, your goalkeeper,
Dida.
he was formed in my team, Dida. Dida was
Dida,
formed
yeah.
in Vitória, yes. And you had other players, of course,
Well, I
Rivaldo,
mean,
Kaká, of course.
Yeah.
And I have a AC Milan jersey also, and AC Milan has the colors of my club, Vitória, and in the
Okay.
year that you were born is the same year as Vitória was born, in 1899. So it's okay.
So it's
okay.
okay.
Vitória,
So it's similar.
Vitória and Milan, of course Milan is huge. Vitória is not like big like Milan, but beautiful, man, beautiful club.
I mean, I don't know. Somehow, I always see the link between United and Milan.
Yes.
They're these
mascots,
massive clubs.
The Diavolo, yes.
Yes, but they're
Even
this,
if I
they're
think
the
this
red
is a
side
bad
of the
luck for
derby.
both of us. I don't like to have the
They're,
Diavolo
they're,
as.
they're the red side of the derby because you know you have Inter blue,
Yeah.
City blue.
Red side. Yeah.
Yeah,
the red side.
Yeah, red side.
They have the same mascot.
Yeah.
Even if I think this is a bad luck for us right now.
But I mean, even the fact that we were this massive football club and we're just not good.
Yeah, and even now, like the young kids, they don't look at Milan as big as he was. When I was a kid, Milan was the club. You know, like we used to see more Milan fans than Real Madrid fans on my time.
Wow.
I was one of the ones in Brazil that had like a carry for Real Madrid because of Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And that's the reason that I don't like Barcelona that much. In Brazil, we have a lot of
Although
Barcelona
he also
lovers.
played for Barcelona, no?
Yeah. In Brazil,
And-
even nowadays, that is crazy. Barcelona is, but even nowadays, we have a lot of Barcelona lovers, and I understand.
Yeah.
I love Barca.
Romario, yeah, they love Barcelona.
I love
Romario,
Barca.
Ronaldo. I don't like Barcelona. I prefer.
I mean, I don't know. Barcelona football, especially in our
It's
childhood,
beautiful, but-
was beautiful. It was beautiful. Can I say it is beautiful now? No. I think Real Madrid football right now
because
is
they play futsal on the field.
Real Madrid
No,
or Barca.
Barcelona.
Used to.
play
They don't
futsal on the
anymore. They don't anymore.
Yeah, but that's the point because they played futsal on the field.
Yeah.
It was beautiful to see. And why do I say futsal? Because they pass and to have like Grisha saw in the last practice, you need to move constantly.
Yeah.
The whole system needs to work. So Barcelona was unbeatable. So what they did to break that? Okay, we press high. When we press high with we need to be effective because if we press high wrongly,
But I mean,
they're gonna rotate the ball. We're gonna die.
they
So-
had the best players in the world. Like
Yeah, like
when it was Xavi,
They had
Iniesta,
Xavi, Iniesta, Messi,
Busquets,
guys. Come
Messi, and then they got Suarez, Neymar. They were in their prime.
Yeah.
they just
When you're
gave up of
bench,
everything.
yeah, that's the thing. Then it
Yeah.
just went out.
fell
Neymar
apart.
got sold. It fell apart slowly.
And at the
It
same
just fell
time,
apart.
And at the same time that they were, like in the falling apart, Real Madrid was
Yeah, rising.
And
back.
now
rising. And come on, guys.
And I mean, rising. They were still even
Even then, they were not
they-
down. They
it's
were
so
up.
crazy. Like
Yeah.
Real
they had
Madrid-
Ronaldo in his prime. They had Benzema in his
Benzema,
prime.
Bale.
Modric.
Casemiro.
Everybody can
so
say this
many
team. Come on,
players.
everybody can say, look, the
Marcelo.
Cristiano Ronaldo's team. Let's go for the beginning.
Yeah.
Who was the goalkeeper?
Uh,
I did the same challenge with my
Iker
students.
Casillas?
Navas.
No,
They-
you mean that team?
Yeah,
no.
that team. That
Okay.
team that
Okay,
played
Navas.
together for 6
Yeah,
years. So
Navas.
Navas, then center backs.
Sergio Ramos,
Sergio
Pepe,
Ramos, Pepe.
No, after Pepe.
Nacho.
No,
Who else?
Who?
Varane.
Varane, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Varane.
Varane.
Then you have
He was there for-
Marcelo,
Yeah, Marcelo
and
and
Carvajal.
Yeah.
Then
Modric,
Modric,
Casemiro.
Casemiro, Kroos,
and Kroos. Then
Yeah.
BBC.
Bale,
BBC.
Yeah, BBC.
So this team, guys, this team is gonna be on the history of football. It's on the history of football already. How many Champions League this team has? This team, this starting 11,
Six.
5, 6?
Six.
probably the
No, I
most
think it's five.
successful
I think
club
it's
of
five,
the
yeah,
world
because-
right now.
Because 13-14 was still
Well, I mean,
Casillas.
they have just
Yeah, I think
those.
it was the only one.
Just
for
that
Casillas.
starting 11 has more Champions League
Manchester United.
than almost every club in the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like 4 clubs have more Champions Leagues than them.
Yeah, probably
Milan,
Milan, Liverpool.
themselves.
No, Milan, Liverpool only. I
No,
think.
and Real Madrid. obviously.
No, yeah, but if you take out Real Madrid,
Don't Bayern have?
Bayern has 4. Yeah, 3,
Doesn't Bayern have
4? 4,
6?
I think 4 or 3.
I think they have 6.
Yeah, I think Bayern has 6.
They have. I think they have 4, 6. No, sorry, 4 or 3 Champions Leagues.
Is that gonna work? If I write trophy amount, most titles.
I
Yeah.
think it's 4 or 3 Champions
It
Leagues.
might be.
Maybe.
It
Let's
might be
look it
4.
up.
No, it's 6.
6.
And
Yeah.
Barca
Six
and Barca have 5. So imagine that. Just that.
My God, I forgot them. Bayern. Yeah, because they won.
They won not long
They
ago.
won. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
imagine just that starting 11 for Real Madrid has won as many Champions Leagues as Barcelona.
In Ajax.
Yeah.
And in Barcelona, the biggest rival.
Yeah.
The biggest rival. Yeah. So
In their whole history, they've won as much as that one lineup.
this is
Yeah.
crazy, man.
But I mean, in the
This
90s, Barcelona wasn't that big, was it?
No.
No.
But I mean, come on, man. They were.
Yeah, still.
Okay, but Real Madrid also won 5 Champions Leagues in a row.
Yeah.
In
Back
the
then,
very first
yeah.
5.
Yeah.
He was. In my opinion, this is the team of our generation. Even if you don't like Real Madrid, everybody agrees that Real Madrid is so far, but for a long distance, the biggest club of the world. And then probably we are gonna start to talk. In my opinion, Milan is the second one. But if you talk about titles, if you talk about changing the football, and it's not because I am a Manchester United fan. It may sound weird, but the thing is, Manchester United made the Premier League being the Premier League because they were the first club of the world to look at the Asian market.
That's
they were
true.
like, you know,
That's true. Yeah.
we are gonna.
Park Ji-sung, no?
Huh?
Park Ji-sung?
Yeah, but no, even before, like we want to make like pre-seasons on Vietnam,
Yeah,
on
yeah.
India.
Yeah.
We want to
Now pre-seasons in Japan
like
happen
oh my god, to stream our games and to sell our games for India,
Yeah.
for China.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
there was a closest country on the time, and then you go to India, to those places like Mumbai, and you see like a meeting with 400,000 people watching a Manchester United and Liverpool game with Manchester
Yeah.
United jerseys.
it's crazy.
Insane,
You
man.
see,
This-
well, I mean, the fans have always been there. I think.
So
such
Milan,
a massive.
I think the fourth biggest club of the world. They are 5. I'm gonna say 5. Real Madrid for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Milan, Manchester United, Liverpool, and Bayern Munich, and then the other ones behind. I said Barcelona. I missed Barcelona.
Yeah.
Yes, I missed Barcelona. And then the other ones are gonna be behind, in my opinion. See, there's no one like besides Manchester United and Liverpool. Who else? City is of course.
No,
is growing, but
City has no
Chelsea
chance.
kinda.
No way.
No, Chelsea-
not that big.
Do you know in
Yeah.
Liverpool, like in London? Sorry, in
Liverpool-
London, Chelsea is a team that is not even the biggest
probably
fan base.
Arsenal
They
is-
are the same
yeah.
as Tottenham,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they were less than Tottenham. Like Arsenal is the club of London. Everybody-
Arsenal is
Arsenal,
the
yeah,
club.
Arsenal is the club of London.
I have a friend.
though, like,
I have a
Chelsea
friend that's a Spurs fan. It's his birthday today, actually.
Poor guy.
Poor guy. Imagine being.
They
this
lost
person.
Emerson Royal at least. That's good for them, no?
Yeah, but
Worst Brazilian footballer ever.
yes,
Ever.
Oh.
I will say that here on a
He's
podcast.
bad.
He is literally
bad.
not good. Like
He's not good.
I was telling my dad yesterday. I told him a joke. I'm like, "What's better, a €4 like a 4-piece chicken nugget from McDonald's or Emerson Royale?" One of them costs €2.
Yeah.
One of them is 15 million. They both can't defend. They both can't attack. At least one of them makes you happy. At least you can eat one of them and be happy. No, the other one just makes you depressed watching.
You heard? Do you know that Ten Hag said that he's not Harry Potter about Ugarte? Yes. So then a guy said, and I really left this with Mr. Marcel. I said, "Oh, he's not Harry Potter, but definitely he made 500 million disappear." And that's what he did. God, man,
100 million on Anthony.
if I had 500 million in my hands to build a team, Theo Hernandez for sure.
You
as
can,
my
you can.
I'm sorry. But
Let's not buy him.
But you know, and guys, you see like Takefusa Kubo, those guys that play really well. You see like
Oh, Kubo's good. Yeah.
man, Kubo's playing, and even like this wonder kid from Athletic Bilbao, I forgot 17-year-old.
Williams?
No,
17?
the 17-year-old Spanish guy.
Yamal?
Williams.
Yeah.
No, Yamal, but he's Barcelona.
Yamal
He's Barcelona right now.
Nico
Yeah.
Williams is Athletic Bilbao.
But Yamal was.
No, he was always Barcelona.
He was never.
Athletic Bilbao.
Oh,
was,
sorry, I made a mistake.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Athletic Bilbao was Nico Williams.
And by the way, I think it's a good thing to open just a quote. You know about Athletic Bilbao's rules, yeah? They can never.
Yeah,
they
they
can
can never-
only have players
Who were
that
born
were
there, no?
born in the
Basque
Basque
region.
region,
Wow.
or if they're sons or daughters of people from Basque region.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Basque country.
and they has been like that since the beginning of their lives.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
they don't have, for example, if I want to play on Athletic Bilbao,
cannot.
I can't. I can be the coach. I cannot be the player.
Yeah.
So how a team like that never got relegated?
That is crazy.
So this team,
They
if
have
they open
crazy
the doors,
culture,
in my
man.
opinion, they would be
no,
bigger
that's
than
it.
Real
That
Madrid,
is
man.
that is literally culture.
Culture. That's
That is
literally
that is
culture.
the definition
I-
of culture.
Some people look at that. Oh, this is racism or something like. I don't
No,
feel
that's
like that.
culture.
I feel
No.
this is.
It's literally
so
keeping that culture and keep building that culture to such a level.
And for me, it makes me wonder, like, what Athletic Bilbao would be if they opened the doors for foreigners.
You never know.
You never know. It
They-
could go
they
It
can-
could
either
have
way.
gone both
It can-
ways. Yeah.
Yeah, it can go both ways, but can you imagine, like, if it was like that on the beginning?
Yeah.
I think they would be Real Madrid, but for another city.
Is it?
No,
You
maybe.
never know.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
You never know.
I-
man, but you know, like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's really crazy.
it's getting late. Okay.
Yeah.
That's really
I
crazy.
think for the first podcast, that's gonna be
No,
it.
no, no. What? One last thing. I have a couple of quick questions that you gotta answer with one word.
Oh
Okay.
my
Okay,
god.
okay.
Hey, let's go.
Favorite movie?
Godfather.
Oh.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Favorite subject in school?
Math? No way.
Math.
Least-
History. I think history. You
Okay.
know, I love math, but history.
History, yeah.
But
is
history
fascinating, yeah.
is
Our
just
math
least
teacher is a fake math teacher.
fake math teachers. I mean,
Fake
no,
math
I love math, but history.
Least favorite subject in school.
Biology.
I agree.
Sorry. No, chemistry I like a little bit.
Chemistry,
Miss
like a little bit.
Miss
It's
Linda,
close to
Miss
math.
Linda, I'm so sorry.
We're so sorry.
I love
You were an
Miss Linda.
you were an
You
amazing
very
te-
kind, but I'm sorry.
Like I was saying last year, I'm so sorry. I really just
It's
dislike
nothing about you.
biology.
Hey,
I love you as a teacher. I really want to take ESS, but your subject is really bad.
Man, you have no idea. I have 2 aunts that are biology teachers.
I hate biology, man.
2 aunts biology teachers.
My cousin is a biologist. My uncle.
I'm
I
so
think,
sorry.
is
It's not
taking
about
biology.
them. I
That's
love the
the thing.
people.
Yeah, my
Nothing
grandma
against
was
you.
a biologist. She was a scientist. She like made inventions.
I'm so sorry, man.
And like nothing against biologists. You're probably
We
you're
have
amazing
funny things
people.
in biology. The thing is, genetics is nice.
Yeah,
the thing
genetics is
is,
nice.
remember the name about 300 kind of different.
Exactly. Not my thing. I'm so
Birds
sorry,
or-
but
yeah,
biology is
something.
just not a good subject for
Yeah.
me. In my opinion, it's not a good subject.
But we
Okay.
need to have it, so it's
Okay.
alright.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Without it, we can't.
Yeah.
Do so.
Let's go on. Then favorite player.
Ronaldo, for
Ronaldo.
sure. Ronaldo, the real.
Ever?
Yeah, yeah.
The
R9,
real.
yeah,
Ever?
R9 ever.
Yeah, R9, of course.
Ronaldo for sure. Man, if you
After
imagine,
sa-
his problem is not only an ACL. He's tend. Can you imagine? Like, this is the part of your body. Can I
Yeah.
have it? This is your tendon, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you imagine you rip this
You
part?
you just
Oh
you
my-
fully can't control your foot.
Yes, man.
And you're a striker.
Inside the knee. Okay, Ronaldo's the best player ever. Like, and came back and he won the World Cup.
Yeah, like
I love
carried the World Cup.
Yeah.
Top goal
yeah.
scorer of the team.
Yes,
of, the,
man.
of the whole
Oh
team.
my god.
Flying or invisibility?
Has to be invisibility, no?
He has to be
flying.
invisibility. He has to be invisibility.
Flying is
Invisi-
useless.
No,
Huh?
Flying is useless.
it's not useless. Wait,
Fly
flying
nowadays
is-
is useless because if I fly, I'm gonna be an ovni, a UFO.
Oh,
Ah, good point.
good point.
Come
I've-
on, guys.
No, but I agree with invisibility. Bro,
Invisibility.
football. Imagine football and being invisible. You hold a guy.
I don't want to explain why we would like to be invisible, but all right. Invisibility. Invisibility. It's
You can,
cool.
and even like for flying,
Yeah.
just go on a plane.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Not
actually.
paying for tickets.
Exactly. No, that's what I mean. If you're invisible, you just go on a
Alright.
plane.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Favorite sports besides football? Basketball, right?
Or American football.
Or what?
American football. I
American
think and
football?
basketball are very like close to each other.
Do you
but
prefer-
I think American football I have
Do you prefer
More.
playing American football and watching basketball? maybe?
I prefer to play American football even if I play basketball more.
Oh.
But
I
do you
love- I
prefer
really love
do you
both.
prefer watching basketball?
I prefer watching American football. Basketball.
What's your favorite team?
Only on the playoffs I get really excited.
What's your
Okay,
favorite
yeah.
team in
Yeah.
American football?
American football, New England Patriots. So every team
Patriots?
from Boston. So Boston Red Sox on baseball.
Okay.
The
You
only
watch
team
baseball
that
as well?
I love sports, man. So the only team that I don't, I would say Patriots, Boston Celtics, and Red Sox. Even before Boston Celtics is in the second place, And Boston Bruins is a team that I don't have passion because I like Detroit Red Wings.
What do you think? What did you think about the NBA Finals last year? Well, this
it
year.
was time.
got drawn.
It was time. It was time to win. Yes, they deserve, man. And-
Doncic deserved it.
But
Porzingis won it. I'm really happy.
Doncic deserved it.
Porzingis won. Yeah, Latvia guy. So
Exactly.
Come on, guys.
I was super happy.
Let's go
about it.
Celtics. Come on, but
I was so happy
But
about
the thing is, it was time to win already because we had a great team with
Yeah.
4. Come on, guys, look at
Yeah,
the
it was
team:
a very good
Porzingis,
Tatum,
Jason
Brown.
Tatum, Brown, Holiday.
Yeah.
But to be fair,
Yeah, I mean,
Tatum was
super
very
simple.
cringe after winning it.
Yeah.
He copied.
he's- as a player-
What do you mean about being cringe, guys? I'm kind of feeling old right now.
No, like as in
I mean, he acted pretty
he acted
corny.
like
Yeah.
he acted like Kobe with the trophy for the photo shoot.
and he tried to copy.
But that's enough. But
He copied like
merchandise is a great way
no,
to
you
call
don't. No,
attention,
you
guys.
don't copy 3 legends of the sport
But yeah.
after
anyways,
winning their
I,
first title.
I like Mavericks. I wanted Mavericks to win so much.
Sorry, man. So sorry.
Luca deserved it.
Luca deserved it, but not against Celtics. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. Then a country that you would want to visit.
How many countries have you
Yeah.
visited before? we
No,
answer?
okay. This is my first one. So Spain, okay, Netherlands, and now here. So
Countries.
which countries?
4.
Yeah, only after Brazil. So which country do I want to go?
Yeah.
I have 3 in mind. Can
Yeah.
be 3?
Yeah, totally.
United Kingdom,
Okay.
for sure.
Okay,
I say
yeah.
United Kingdom, not only England. I really want to have an opportunity to
Like
watch
Scotland?
Scotland is
Rangers
nice.
and Celtic.
Oh.
match.
That would be wild.
It's
That'd be
it's
wild.
it's a game. It's a nice
United
game.
States for sure. We want to
Yeah.
go, and Japan, man.
Oh.
Just to see how it is. Japan.
Japan is cool. Yeah.
If
Three
you say to
very
me which
nice
country
countries.
you don't have that is a hype country you don't want to go, Dubai.
No, I mean, there's nothing to do pretty much.
What are you gonna do there? Oh, nice building, nice cars.
Yeah.
I see Ferraris and Lamborghinis here.
In
Why do I
Riga,
wanna-
yeah, it's full of
Yeah.
stores.
Why do I need to go? Like,
Exactly.
Do you know? Like, come on, like
2 last questions. Favorite food?
burgers for sure.
Burgers?
Burger.
Yeah.
No,
A
this
fast
is
food burger or like a good burger?
My burger. I like to make burgers. I
Oh,
hope I
so
have
you're
the
cooking.
opportunity to do for you one
Yeah.
day.
Well, I mean,
My family, if you're watching the podcast, you can raise this flag for me. Like
you're Brazilian. You,
Yeah,
you
but-
need to know how to grill.
yeah, but yeah, and that's my. I think that's this is my favorite food. Burgers in the grill, Brazilian way to do, but also churrasco. Churrasco is
With some farofa?
Brazilian. Yeah, you know farofa?
Obviously, I know farofa.
Come on, man, that's it, dude.
And I have a Brazilian friend.
You
Oh,
have
a nice
farofa is- yes,
steak,
man.
and you dip it in farofa. Oh, it's so nice, bro. It tastes like bacon
Yeah.
in a
Crispy.
way.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like crispy. You dip it.
Yeah, but it's beautiful, man.
It's so good, man. It
Yeah.
tastes so
So
nice.
yes, those are my favorite.
I can
foods.
show you where to get
I,
them.
do you know Miss Alina? She's
Yeah.
crazy for Mr. Arthur's introduced her Brazilian steak on
Brazilian.
churrasco.
And you
She's
slice
crazy.
it.
I
The
hope
way-
we can make one day together.
I mean,
like-
we could probably do it outside. No, we
Yeah.
can do a barbecue
Yeah,
after
after the title.
After the season. we celebrate
after
it.
the first win. The
Bro,
first
but
win, the first win.
Brazilian
Let's
barbecue
be
is
humble.
so nice.
Yeah.
See, this is
They-
the Brazilian way already. Say after the title, no, after the first win.
They
come down,
they
sir.
they cook the steak, and instead of like serving a steak each, they slice it and they just give it. They put the slices up for everyone, and you
Yeah.
just take a piece and you just dip it in the
Dip it in
farofa.
the farofa. And
And it's like this crunchy
Never tried
powder.
it.
It's like this crunchy
oh
powder.
my god!
Do you
man.
know where to get it here?
Yes, I bought it. There is a Brazilian store in Estonia.
Yeah.
I already ordered.
No, but there's in Latvia as well.
Come on, man.
I'm pretty sure I can.
Luca, you have a mission.
I'll try to.
Luca,
I'll
you
ask
have a
my
mission.
friend. I'm pretty sure I can.
Luca, you
I mean, I have farofa at home as well. Like
please, in the name
farofa
of
is
God.
amazing. Farofa with steak is something else, bro. In summer, you sit outside, you just dip your steak in farofa, bro. Oh
Yeah,
my
you have a
god.
mission.
No, I gotta try it then.
You have
if
it.
you're hyping it.
I'll try to get it for
Okay.
the thing.
Yes.
And last
Last
question.
question.
This podcast is gonna come on, guys. You lose this podcast. Come on, guys.
Last question of the podcast. And
Last
then we
question.
end it.
Okay.
We calm down a bit.
What's your favorite musician, band, artist?
Yeah.
Anything.
This is hard.
Are you a
No,
music
top
guy?
three, top
I love
three.
music, and like I really love music.
Yeah.
But like, what type of music? What's your take?
Yeah, I love
Give me
many
top three.
genres.
Give me top three.
Top 3
Yeah.
genres or
Top three
Top-
of artists or bands or musicians.
Okay, the first one because this is special is my
Yeah.
first English band, Keen.
Keen?
That sings "Somewhere Only We Know." Then
Oh.
Linkin Park.
yeah.
Linkin Park?
Linkin
Okay.
Park is my second one.
Okay.
And I always Coldplay would be, but I don't want to say Coldplay because there's a Brazilian band, and I want to really introduce you guys, Charlie Brown Jr.
Never
Charlie
heard of
Brown Jr. Charlie Brown Jr. is, I think, my favorite Brazilian band for sure. Like, it's a rock band.
Yeah.
He died, unfortunately, but this band is
It's like a hip hop rap, like a rock.
hip hop.
So something a little bit like
rock a lot.
A bit like Linkin
a
Park.
bit
and-
like Linkin Park.
Yeah, a little bit like
Like
Linkin
metal,
Park. And
no?
if you read, it's Linkin Park, but has some punk a little bit sometimes. So
Some Brazilian punk.
like Lip Bizkit, do you know?
Limp
Bizkit,
Bizkit.
Limp
Limp Bizkit is
And-
amazing.
So you
I
have
don't
those.
like them.
You don't like Limp Bizkit?
No, but the musics that are more happy, you know, like more
Yeah.
energized.
Yeah.
So he's like that, and really nice. If I would put the fourth one, and Coldplay would be the fourth one because I really the
Coldplay's
ones that know,
iconic.
they really know that I really love Coldplay, but Keen is more special for me because it was my first English band by myself.
Yeah, I mean that makes
My,
sense.
So-
in my opinion, Coldplay fell off. They used to be better.
No, I mean wait, that's obvious.
Yeah.
I don't think you can
Yeah,
argue
like
that.
much better. They
Yeah.
fell off.
I don't. But I mean,
Yeah,
Coldplay.
because they are less alternative
Yeah.
rock.
Also-
They're becoming pop like
Yeah.
Taylor
Yeah.
Swift and.
Yeah.
Sorry, don't kill me. I don't want to talk about. Oh, sorry. But yeah, I don't.
No, I mean
my thing.
it's a personal opinion. I mean it's music. At the end of the day, it's music. She's still doing her thing. She's still like third on Spotify in the world.
And she's
So-
no, do you know like she has?
It's not my type of music. I'm not the
Me neither.
audience. I'm not the
I don't
audience
like it at
intended
all.
for her.
Yeah, me neither. It's not for me. Maybe for make fun. It's nice. Like, but okay. Taylor Swift is not for me neither.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but it's
I
comprehensible.
mean, every single artist has their
Public.
target audience.
Yes,
They
of
ha-
course, for sure, man.
I don't think I'm the target audience for a Taylor Swift song.
Me neither.
So
yeah.
I
I
have
think.
more strong opinions, which I will not say.
I mean, we've already talked about it
Yeah,
before.
So we have people that like BTS.
Yeah.
And again, they're doing their thing. And again, not my type of
thing,
music.
But come on, like there's a public
If you-
for anything in this world. So yeah, that's it. So
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's it for the first podcast.
Stay tuned. yeah.
Hopefully, we keep managing to post every two weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
in the
Every
sport,
month?
and on the sport podcast, I'm really excited to be on the sport podcast. What do you think about the sport podcast?
I mean, we'll think about it a bit more. We'll try to do something a bit more sport based, like once every month. We'll talk even about we'll go into detail
Our
about
environment
like how we're doing in the season, either football or volleyball later in the year, and
I'm probably
then
not gonna be
then
here
we
for
can.
volleyball.
And conversations
Well, I mean,
like today.
no,
yes.
we can stay here. I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean, I'm probably not playing volleyball because I don't like.
but I mean, and then we just go off on whatever random sports talk.
We'll
figure
figure
it
it out.
But yeah, I don't think it shouldn't be bad. Hopefully, it stays entertaining. This is going on. Hopefully, this is going on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Definitely on YouTube, and there should be clips on YouTube and TikTok.
Yeah.
So
Not Instagram and YouTube.
I don't-
Instagram
and
is
TikTok.
important. Instagram.
I'll
is
make an
important.
Instagram as well.
Instagram is important. So
And yeah,
thank you, Luca.
inside the EIS on all social medias.
Yeah.
Just to know.
Yeah, thank you, Luca. Thank you, Zhenya, and thank you, Grisha.
Thank-
Yeah.
See you guys. Very nice.